Hello and welcome back to the car sales community. Here we have two lovely purchases that I've just bought from BCA. This one, my winning bid was £200, and this one, my winning bid was £425. I think this one, all in, excluding my collection, owes me £615, and this one, just shy of 400. Let's see if I can make a profit on them, eh? Look at these absolute gems just sparkling in the sunlight. Looks absolutely lovely. Now, one thing I will address. A good few of my regular viewers in the last Wednesday video of mine asked about the Touran and what the plans were with it. For those who don't watch my channel regular, this is my Touran 1.6 diesel automatic. Spent a lot of money getting it ready, went to take it around for MOT and ended up breaking down. Suspected timing belt issue. So to answer them questions, quite simply, trying to make some sales so I can put some more money into getting this right, because it could potentially be extremely expensive to get it done. But back to the stars of today's video. So what do we have here? We have a 2007 Toyota Yaris 1.3 T3 model. Lovely little car, and I can tell somebody has took some pride in it because of some simple little things. But we'll have a look around at this one first, and then we'll have a look around this one, which this is a little Renault Clio 1.2 petrol. This is the TomTom spec, so it's got the sat nav and the teeth of blues and things like that. So once we've had a look around this one, we'll have a look around this one. Now, to start off, this one, quite a clean old car, if I'm being honest with you, other than just being a little bit grimy, but nothing too major going on. Especially around the front, it looks like it's a nice bright metallic colour, which with a good old polish, that will look beautiful. Do have a little bit of something going on here. That there is nothing major, just a bit of a touch and a tidy up will get that right. Potentially could have a look, as long as it's not behind any sort of bonnet structure on the other side. I might be able to knock that little ding out as well, just to get it that little bit better. It's got some nice wheel trims. They've got the silver and the black, which I kind of like, and they're in good condition, so I think we'll be keeping them. Overall, mirror cap's not scuffed up. We do have a little bit of something going on here. Now, I could potentially tidy most of this up. A few touch-ins in a good polish, bit of a cut back in the polish and things like that. There's a very, very, very slight dent here, which, I'll be honest, you could probably get away with, because it is very, very discreet. Other than that, a little bit of scuff around here. The car overall does want a good mop and polish. I mean, even around the back, it's in lovely condition. Again, there's just some tiny little marks here. Not the end of the world. It's getting to the point where you start to nitpick. The little cap's missing off the rear wiper arm. I'm not going to complain too much about that. And again, same old story. Just little scratches here and there, which you're not going to paint, so you'll just try get them looking as best you can. You can probably touch them in a little bit, polish them back. It's just the same everywhere you go. It's an old car at the end of the day. 2007 was a long time ago. Headlights want a good polish. That's just all this stuff that I'm talking about here in terms of bodywork wise. It's just part and parcel. That's just general prep stuff. That inside, again, lovely condition. I'll try not to ding my Clio while I'm doing this. Driver's seat, stitchings come away. Might try and fix that myself, to be honest with you. Bolster has started to sag a little bit. It's got nearly 120,000 miles on the clock. What do you expect? Overall, in terms of general condition, just a big grubby and a big grimy. That doesn't work. That's fantastic. We'll go around the passenger side and give that a try. Lovely job. I mean, like, again, overall, just wanting a basic clean. There's a tiny little rip in the seat. It looks like somebody's maybe had something in their pocket and it's poking into the seat. Overall, considering the age of the car and the mileage, not too bad. Got a handle missing, but I have seen that. That is in one of these little compartments down here, so there you go. So I can work on getting that done right. In terms of cubby holes, plenty of cubby holes. I've got these ones here. And if I squeeze myself in, I've also got one up here as well. Like cubby holes galore. You know, and then you've got your little hidey holes down here. And you've got your cup holder. Another cup holder down here with another cubby hole here. Yeah, even spaces to put your bottles. We've got one of these each side, you know. So if you wanted to store some stuff, you can store some stuff. In terms of gadgets and gizmos and whatnot, don't have a great deal, if I'm being honest with you. We do have electric windows. We do have electric mirrors as well. CD radio, air conditioning, probably not working, let's be fair, in a car this age. But we don't appear to have auxiliary input or Bluetooth, which 2007 car, you don't get a lot of that, unfortunately. But what you do get in this car, space. For a little hatchback, you get space. Because look, along with the cubby holes in the front, you get a false floor with more cubby holes. And I've just noticed as well, it only goes and locks as well. I mean, what does that do for you? Absolutely nothing, because let's be fair, if somebody breaks into your car and they don't have the mental capacity to think, yeah, I mean, like a good strong pull would probably bust them anyway. But yeah, do we have? Oh, we have a space saver as well. Lovely job. Looks like it's never even been fitted. You know, parcel shelf. It doesn't even look knackered either. I mean, like, I'm quite happy with this one. Looks like somebody's had a naffy little aerial in it because it's got the little adapter in it. But that can be soon rectified. It's not in the car somewhere, which I don't think I've seen. But overall, quite happy with that purchase. Now, the only marker it did have on this car was stiff gears. Now, driving it, it's fine. But it's when you're static. So when you stood there, and if you try and find the gears, it's a bit tight to go in all of the gears. I do believe it wants a clutch in it. So it's booked in to get that sorted. And yeah, that'll keep it right, won't it? I mean, it's got 11 months MOT on this. I'll look in to get the advisory done because it was exhausting. I've had a little look. It doesn't look ideal, so we're looking at getting that sorted. And yeah, I mean, like, what have we got in terms of tyres as well? We've probably got some good old ditch finders, but we're all right with that round here. I can't even pronounce that, so we're not going to attempt it. What we got on the back? Oh, we've got a Dunlop. There's a surprise for you. What have we got on the back here? Harmonic. We're definitely going full ditch finder. What's this one? That's that same brand that I can't pronounce. So you can tell somebody's cared. Somebody's paid it behind the wheels, and I've had a look underneath. We'll see if we can do that. Somebody's had a good go at under sealing it as well. Hopefully that's not to hide things. But let's be fair, if you care about a car, you're going to get it under sealed, aren't you? So yeah, somebody has cared for this car at some point. Can't complain too much. So anyway, onto the Clio. Lovely car this. I love my Clios. Do very well with them. This one, as I said before, it's the... I'm going to say it's the TomTom Dynamic. Or Dynamique, if you want to pronounce it correctly. Overall, nice car. Nice car. I took this home with me yesterday, as you can tell with my trade plates being in the window still. But really lovely car. Overall condition, very nice. Well, down the side, other than wanting the obvious polish, and then again, headlights, nothing too major. They are basically more or less copy and paste in terms of bodywork prep these cars. You don't want anything too major. Tiny scuff on that mirror cap there. But I'll be honest with you, probably wouldn't bother too much with that. I think again down the side it's alright until you get to this back quarter. That one's a little bit nastier, but I'm going to give it a go and see what I can do. I do have some PDR stuff, so I might be able to get that sorted, because I don't want to send it to a body shop if I don't have to. Again, alloys, that one's a little bit curved, so I'm guessing that one's been on the front at some point. But again, what I would do with that is I'd just tidy it up. I wouldn't get it refurbed, not on a car of this sort of value, unfortunately. But we've got a Road X. Yep. People living to my kind of budget. And I don't even know what we've got here. We've got a High Fly. Not a bad budget brand, that, to be fair. High Fly. Then round the back, the usual, it's a bit scuffed up at the top of here. One's a wiper blade. That's a little bit out of alignment. Not too bothered about that, really. And what have we got here? Another Road X. Again, it's a bit scuffed up, but I'll tidy that up and get it looking as best I can. Don't want to go into refurbing. Quite common on the Clios. These. I don't know what it is about them. They're like a funny transfer. They're like a bit of like a carbony effect sort of feel to them. Happens just about on every one I've seen. But around here, again, really tidy. And we've got another High Fly, so somebody's at least changed the tyres in pairs. Yeah, other than, as you can see there, swirl marks galore. Just wants a good clean and a good polish. And then inside, try not to ding the Yaris. Not too bad. Remnants of my dinner. So what have I got to do in here? Again, not much. We have a lock and wheel tool, that's good. It even has the remote for the sat nav, which I don't know whether that wants some batteries in it or something, because it doesn't seem to do anything. In terms of inside, aircon, again, probably just doesn't work. You're lucky if it ever does on a car of this age. So you've got TomTom, Bluetooth, cruise control, all the things that you would want to need. Electric windows, electric mirrors. Quite a specced up little car. And I've got to do something with this because the clips aren't clipping. But again, part and parcel, pretty basic stuff. And in the back, as you would expect, good condition. It's even got ISOFIX seats, this one. That's nice. Oh no, just had a look, even the Yaris has ISOFIX seats. So that's a lovely, lovely little bonus. We've got floor mats. Just the cheapies by the looks of it, but if they're in good condition, they're in good condition. I'm not a fan of cheaper mats, but I'm not in the habit of just tossing things in the bin for the sake of tossing things in the bin, and they are all good. Now this will have a solid floor because it'll have one of them daft space saver themajigs underneath. Oh, it's got a proper spare with a Continental on, so it's never been off. To be fair, if you don't know how to work these, you need a degree in science to get them to work. Yeah, stupid idea. I've just noticed the heat shield's loose, which I have heard while driving it. But other than that, it has been quiet. There's a mouse, no knocks, no bangs, no shakes, no judders. It did pass its last few MOTs with no advisory items as well. So I'm hoping and praying to the car dealer gods that this thing does not want a lot of prep, because I gave fair money for it, I would say. I'm not going to lie. I do have a habit of flicking through the pictures and missing stuff. I like that. But that doesn't put me off. If I can do something with it and get it looking nicer, I will. If I have to send it to the body shop, there's one literally just there. You can turn things around quite quick. Does a good job. I would rather not do it that way, but needs must at the end of the day. They've got to be right. So, you know now what I've paid for these. Now, I did pick them up. They probably cost about 30 quid each for me to go and pick them up, which isn't too bad. I just hop on the train. So, this car will be going up for 1495, and then this car will be going up for 1695, which is crazy when you think about the age and the mileage difference. Yaris's really do hold the money extremely well. So, if you want to see the full details of me going through fixing them and getting them put right, you'll have to check out my weekly video and see how that goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. All the usual links will be in the description down below, and I will catch you on the next one.